my god, I just ate a cake. All those carbs. I must run 10 kilometers.
A few moments later.
What the? I just drank boba milk tea. All this sugar. I must run another 10 kilometers.
A few moments later.
Ah! I just ate chicken chow mein. Another 10 kilometers run. So how many kilometers can you run in a day if you keep repeating the same diet crime? Have you ever felt guilty after a meal, thinking about all those calories, carbs, fats, and sugar that you have poured down your throat and broke every single one of the calculator in your house, calculating the calories which you have consumed, only moments later committing the same thing over and over again? Then you have already self-sabotaged your fat loss goal. We talk about negative calorie food and how it aids your fat loss in our last video. And if you have not watched it, check the link above here. I think here or here. Should be above my head somewhere. And I will not shortchange you in this video either. So stay till the end to find out how you can turbo boost your fat loss by pairing it with negative calorie food. Without further ado, let's dive straight into the main event. I know dieting and losing weight can be a very stressful matter, especially when there are so many around us. It is hard to determine which one is the truth. And especially we are spoiled for choices with so much of them around us, ranging from counting calories and choosing the multitude of diet programs available online, and even burn off thousands of calories from buffet with 4 to 8 minutes workout, abs routine, or sure fat burn workouts. When all this doesn't work like sunshine and rainbows, you stress even further. All these are either factually confusing or just plain mentally confusing. People are just not seeing the promised result because a lot of all these programs are sugar-coated to suit the acceptance level of those people who are seeking for a shortcut or an easy way out. And if you are on that list, get ready for disappointment that leads to anxiety, desperation, and heaps of the hormone cortisol. Or just put your health at risk for a short-sighted satisfaction. But let's come back to the stress and the hormone cortisol. Remember, anything that put hormones on imbalance is never a good thing. A little cortisol is not too bad, but too much of the hormone cortisol being released, your cells can become resistant to insulin. And again, we come back to insulin. So a little recap from the last video. Can you remember what I said? When your body is insulin resistant, less fat burn, more fat storage, which also leads to the increase of blood sugar that put you at the risk of type 2 diabetes. Plus, stress also increased the cravings for happy food, sugar. Did you know sugar and unrefined carbohydrates releases the hormone serotonin in your brain, which enhances mood in the same way as antidepressant and anti-anxiety drugs do. But don't go gobbling up all the sugar just to feel happy. It will either kill you first or turn you into Jabba the Hutt and kill you later. So how do you stop yourself from such stress? First, stop lying to yourself, believing that diets can actually work without putting in effort or making sacrifices to your daily diet habits. Fats just won't jiggle away like promised by certain product manufacturers, or be drunk away with miracle shakes or meal replacement without restricting junk food or those fast food or stepping out of your eating habit. And also there's no miracle 4 to 8 minutes workout that will help you to burn off thousands of calories buffet. You can do so by acknowledging the fact that if you don't eat healthily and correctly, no supernatural power can whip up a wand and transform you from Dudley Dursley into Harry Potter. So that settles the first part. Next, stop telling yourself how suffering it is to eat clean or healthily. Stop being blinded by the mountain high commands that tells you that eating clean and healthily is dull, unadventurous, and tasteless. On the contrary, it is exploding with the real taste of the ingredient, the natural sweetness, sourness, even the bitterness, and of the aroma of all these health beneficial spices. It's just amazing. All you need is just a little bit creativity and a clear focus of your goal. How I started is basic science. Meat is protein, veggie is fibrous carbs, lean meat, high protein, low fat, fatty meat with skin, protein with fat and high LDL. And if you understand this bit, it is less likely you'll be making the wrong decision. And 2 weeks later, you'll be stressing over the muffin tops which you have just installed on your waistline. What I'm saying is focus on the benefits and the macronutrients and not the calorie calculation. So are you feeling less stressful once calorie calculation is being taken out from the equation? How many of you tried calculating calories method, and how long did this lifestyle last, and were you stressed out? Let me know down in the comments below. And honestly speaking, there's no such thing as accidentally eaten cheat food. There's no, oh my god, I accidentally drove up to McDonald's. Ayo, I don't know how I accidentally start standing in the queue at the cashier. Apoo, I accidentally bought a Big Mac. Ayo, I accidentally bit one mouthful of burger. And my goodness, I finished the whole very delicious burger. I think that is a very well planned tactical assault on the cheat food. Well, I believe there's no stress here while having the cheat food and before having the cheat food. Stress only comes later, in the form of guilt when you can't fit all your clothings, or when you read your medical report. Well, of course, some of you disagree. Eat to live. Enjoy the luxury of life. You only live one. YOLO! But do you want your journey to be a graceful one from start to the end? Or start strong and crawl till the finishing line? I myself have a goal. I want to still be able to bridal carry my wife up the stairs as many times as I want when I'm 80 years old. Still be able to eat a large plate of steak at the age of 90 and not worry about bursting a blood vessel. And even if I can live longer than 90 years old, I want to be able to probably maybe drink a cup of boba milk tea. I know a lot of you like it. When I'm more than 90 years old and not worry about fainting because of hypertension. Hey, but that's just me. I want my aging process to be a graceful one. So how about you? Why do you want to put yourself in such a subconscious stress over and over and over again? Repeating the process like a broken record, knowing the outcome. Bad diet only equals worrying health conditions. In some, obesity, stress, and it affects the confidence. And all this will stress you, and stress leads to the increase in the hormone cortisol, and that's bad, real bad. So bad that I've planned out another video just about hormone cortisol. So now you know that our science subject in our high school is not for nothing. And how do you avoid such stress? I would say plan ahead. Every time you take quality time to plan that meal, you're less likely to be caught off guard without food and end up eating all you can eat. So start by making a list of the food which you can eat and not which you can't eat. Humans are just funny creatures. The more you see it, the more you tell yourself not to do it, the more you want to do it. So just make a simple list of the food which you can consume, and that will take the stress out of trying to come up with a list during emergency. And also, compile a good amount of simple healthy recipe so you can easily just whip up a simple meal at any time of the day. And by now, I will believe that everyone would know how to differentiate the health benefit between a pu'er tea and a boba milk tea, a KFC and a grilled lean meat. The key is that you have to have the common sense to make the right decision and choice for the specific goal which you have set. Don't give yourself that stress for making the wrong choices. And if you follow the stomach brain, the heart brain, and the head brain will suffer in the long run, not to mention your health and your appearance. So let me know down in the comments below how many diet programs have you tried and what was your experience throughout the whole program and why did you change or stop. So we talked about negative calorie food in our last video to help you burn calories. You have swapped in a V6 engine. Time to slap on a turbo. So can you recall we briefly talked about thermic effect of food? And did you know there is food that is high in thermic effect? Food that are protein rich such as meat, fish, eggs, legumes, dairy, nuts and seeds. These are the food which could help you to boost up your metabolism for a good few hours. That is why frequent meal. And the right food comes in the form of choosing lean meat over fatty meat, fresh milk over flavored. So by choosing negative calorie food, pairing it with food that is high in thermic effect, you are crafting your body to become a fat and calorie furnace. So like, and if you have not subscribed, please hit the subscribe button and smash that notification bell so the next time I upload a video, you'll be the first to be notified. And write down in the comments below if you would try negative calorie food and pair it with food high in thermic effect. As always, I'll see you in the next video. Take care.